All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have one of the funniest stories that I have ever seen in recent memory. And this particular story is centering around the video game Life is Strange Double Exposure. Now, you guys remember, I did a video about Life is Strange Double Exposure and how the entire studio was essentially laid off and that basically they're struggling, right? Square Enix lost a lot of money with this studio. The people are just absolutely getting destroyed out there in the gaming industry. Well, apparently, this video game won the recent GDC award for social impact. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this game won the social impact award at the GDC. But here's the hilarious part about this, and I got it on video to show you in this video. The hilarious part about this entire story is that nobody was there to accept the award. Everybody was laid off, so nobody could be there to accept the award that they won for social impact, which is what led to them being fired in the first place. So let's get into this article, guys, from PC Gamer. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Yes, you heard me right. This video game, Life is Strange Double Exposure, won the GDC award for social impact. And after announcing that they won, nobody was there that was able to collect the award because everybody got laid off. It is an absolute destruction that we are just witnessing here in the gaming industry. The headline reads, "We all got laid off," says former Deck 9 narrative designer, after no one was around to pick up Life is Strange Double Exposure's GDC award win. Now, before we read the article, I actually have the video that I want to watch with you. This is a 3-hour live stream that I'm probably going to react to on Hypnocast tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to join me in watching this entire clusterfuck of woke developers getting together and circle jerking each other, then consider checking out my live stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, with that being said, let's watch this clip so we can see exactly what happened in the moment they realized that nobody was there to accept the award for social impact. Yeah, they got impacted, all right.
And the winner is Life is Strange Double Exposure. Unfortunately, the team is not able to be here this evening, so I'll be accepting the award on their behalf.
I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. This is absolute destruction, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the mainstream gaming industry looks like. This is what happens when people virtue signal instead of trying to focus on making money and giving gamers what they want. Congratulations, you played yourself. Hold on, let me watch the rest of this. Oh, she's in a wheelchair too. Oh my God, no. They have a black female in a wheelchair presenting the award for social impact. Oh my God, the GDC, bro. Is that a dude in a dress?
Before we get into this next...
That looks like a... I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to focus on this story. So again, this particular video game, I think people understand that Life is Strange was pretty much considered to be a woke video game. All right. And listen, woke video games can exist. The problem is that I would hope that you would be smart with your budget. That way, when the game inevitably doesn't sell well, at least you are safe in the terms of not spending that much money. But here's the problem. They are spending AA, AAA money on video games that have less than a fucking indie like kind of audience. I just don't understand this. Now, this particular video game, I highly doubt had a massive budget, but it was big enough for Square Enix to lose a lot of money. They lost an ungodly amount of money on Life is Strange Double Exposure, according to the recent investors call that I did a video on. But here's the thing. This game didn't resonate with fans of Life is Strange, and it didn't resonate with non-fans, right? It resonated essentially with nobody. The game pissed off the original fans of Life is Strange, and the game didn't even attract any new players with its wokeness anyway. So there really wasn't an audience for this particular video game, but they still made it anyway, and they still invested a lot of money into it, and they lost a ton of it. Now, the entire team apparently was laid off. Let's get into it. I'm not entirely sure Life is Strange Double Exposure was a good idea conceptually, nor was series fans and PC gamer writer Molly Taylor, who played the thing and had a good, if unnecessary, feeling time. That doesn't mean I'm greeting today's news with any particular sense of joy. I am, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this video are. Quite the opposite. The fact that nobody picked up the game's GDC award is depressing as hell to me. At this point, the signs that this industry is messed the hell up are less warning lights and more of a klaxon I've had to warily blot out with earplugs just to stay sane. You know, here's the thing. You guys kind of put yourself in this predicament, right? A lot of the gaming industry has put themselves in this predicament because the gaming industry is one big, massive circle jerk of people that are so obsessed with not only identity politics, but also inherently hating the customer that gives them the job in the first place. I don't understand why you thought you guys could thrive while also attacking the people that you're asking money from. It never makes sense. That's not exactly a good business model to live by, and yet you guys do this anyway, where you want to put on this whole big pony show. You want to pretend as if you're so morally superior, that you guys are just the ultimate empathetic kind of creatures on this planet that we call Earth. And yet at the end of the day, man, you guys are your own downfall, every single one of you. As you can see in the video above, Life is Strange Double Exposure won the event's Social Impact Award, competing against 1000 Times Resist, Astrobot, Frostpunk 2, and Neva. Introduced to the event in 2022, the award recognizes a game that advances equality, justice, intersectionality, and or sustainability, and works to positively impact lives in a meaningful way. I'm sure this is a cold comfort to the fact nobody told Life is Strange Double Exposure developers that they ought to be around to collect it. Well, because they were too busy getting fired. Okay, let's be real here. They were too busy getting fired. They were too busy getting laid off. They were too busy losing their jobs because of things like social impact nonsense. You guys want to push this stuff. You want to turn it into an award. But the truth of the matter is that the people that win this award probably are not going to have a job by the time they even get the award. That's the hilarious thing about all this. It's amazing that you guys are more focused on the fact that they couldn't accept the award and less focused on the fact that they lost their jobs because of the nonsense that the award actually promotes. What are we doing here? You guys, even if you want to take the wokeness away, which you inherently can't because Life is Strange is a woke kind of video game franchise. So if you take it away, what do you really have? You don't really have Life is Strange. But even if you wanted to ignore that stuff, the game inherently went against what people who were fans of the first game actually wanted. People who were fans of the first game were not happy with this product. So even the people who gave you money for the first round, you didn't even satisfy them for the second round. I don't know who you were chasing with this game. I don't know who you were trying to attract with this game. But the simple fact is that your audience left you behind. And then you didn't really get a new audience to support you in the process. So it says Stefan Tortillo, a journalist who was backstage at the time, wrote the following. Nearly every game that won had people coming through, beaming with their trophy in hand. It stood out that for Life is Strange, which won the Social Impact Award, there was no one. As to why? Well, according to former Deck 9 dev, narrative designer, and writer Elizabeth Ballo on Blue Sky, it was because no one at the team expected it. Because, well, we all got laid off, she writes. It's fitting that nobody was there to accept the GDCA award that Double Exposure won. Because we all got laid off, lol. Don't be sad for me. I am very lucky and I work on BitLife now and I love it. Ballo worked at Deck 9 for almost 2 years and was part of the first wave of layoffs that hit the studio in February of 2024. And respectfully, I'm going to be a little sad for her and her colleagues since her studio was hit with a second wave of layoffs in December, substantial enough to lead to this entire situation. This entire situation could be down to miscommunication on behalf of the event's organizers. Mind as Ballo does note that a bunch of us are at GDC, but we didn't know we were even nominated, so nobody was prepared to accept anything. Well, it was a combination of miscommunication. It was also a combination of the fact that why would you be accepting it? You guys, there is no team anymore. If you guys got laid off and you're working for other companies, you're not going to accept an award for Life is Strange Double Exposure. You're working for another company. It doesn't make any sense. So quite frankly, Square Enix has lost a ton of money on this game, as I said in the video. And this is what you get when you decide to focus on identity politics over actual video game development, storytelling, narrative design, anything under the sun that people actually would be interested in hearing about versus, you know, who you sleep with throughout the day. Nobody cares about that. And this is the result of your actions as an entire industry as a whole. This company, like many other companies, are getting completely destroyed this year because the funding has run dry. The money is gone. They don't have access to easy funds anymore. They don't have access to easy grants, especially governmental grants. The money is gone. And when the money is gone, guess what happens? The activism that you were being paid to do, that also goes away. And now you got to figure out what to do from there. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.